Kids had their fun with the race to celebrate cars. Now it's the wheelman's turn. Hello everyone, welcome back to another review here on the channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at one of the best 2-packs of the year. That being the 20th anniversary McQueen and Doc Hudson 2-pack. I still can't believe Mattel did this. They've got something for both demographics, you know. For little kids, we have the race to celebrate cars. And for the adult collectors, we have these much more elegant 20th anniversary cars with the gold bolts, the colored wheels, and a bunch of other, and these really nice smooth metallic finishes. So I'm really happy that we got them. I actually found this at my local Target, and I'll actually post a little picture of what the section looked like. And that was pretty much the last pack on the pegs. Well, there's pretty much only one of this pack when I got there, so I'm assuming Target must have gotten a full case, but there were two already bought, so glad I actually got there when I did and grabbed the last one, because it was pretty much looking like I missed out on that 2-pack case again, but thankfully I didn't. So I'm really excited to review this. We are getting other anniversary cars, but in the forms of 2 5-packs. So the first 5-pack will have McQueen, Mattel, Sally, Ramon, and Sarge. And the second 5-pack, I don't know why I said 2-pack, but the second 5-pack will have McQueen, Sally, Mattel, Ramon, but Sarge is swapped out for Fillmore. So that's pretty cool. I definitely will be getting the Fillmore pack. I think it looks a little better than Sarge, so I just kind of butt cheeks, but I don't know, I'll see. Maybe I'll find an eBay listing for him or something. And obviously we are getting Doc in the 2-pack, and that's it for the 20th anniversary because it seems like we're not getting the full tally lineup. Like, we're not getting Flo, Lizzie, Sheriff, Luigi and Guido, Red, which is a little bit of a shame. I definitely would have loved to see some of those, but, you know, there's only so much they could do, so. And the fact that we even got this at all, I'm very grateful for. So, let's take a look at the packaging, which is probably the thing that's jumping out to you at most because, yeah, there's no artwork of the characters. Since Cars 3, this is the first 2-pack item in a long while that does not have the artwork of the cars. Like, see that McQueen there? You see how he has classic artwork? They did not choose to do that for this 2-pack, and I would have liked to seen him maybe in the classic windows in this paint job, but I will admit the packaging does look a little bit cleaner, a little bit more sleek without the artworks. But we do have the Cars logo, the 20th anniversary logo that says 2006 to 2026. That was first introduced on LEGO Speed Champions McQueen. Pretty cool. I love the design here, like how it's like the red background and the gold bolts kind of matching McQueen's, and the both the cars are inside the bolt, which is pretty cool. The names are on the bottom, not on the sides, so it's just like Lightning McQueen and Doc Hudson. But you still do get the diecast windows on the back, so Lightning McQueen and Doc Hudson, and alongside this yellow sphere. I almost want to say they're in the sun, but it's obviously not correct. We have the warning labels, and one thing you're going to notice is that this 2-pack actually has a curve here, whereas the old 2-packs, it's usually just straight down the middle like that, but this 2-pack actually has a curve, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I really hate to open this one because it looks so good, but also it's on the best carded condition, so I'll open this one, but I definitely will be getting a second to keep in box because, my god, that presentation of this 2-pack, it is amazing. So let's crack this open. I've been waiting too long for this pack. Okay, don't knock the camera over. So we'll get Doc out because I think he's the more interesting one of the two. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm opening these really carefully because I don't want them to fall out and chip. So we have Doc out, and let's get McQueen out of the package. I'm not concerned with him because he's in those 2 5-packs. So if he's damaged, which I hope to God he's not, but if he is, you can always give a replacement. So pretty cool. And here they are, the 2-pack in the background, and wow, they look amazing. Oh my god, they're really good. We'll do Doc last. Actually, we'll save Doc for last because I think he's really cool. McQueen's also really nice too, but I mean, he's only in the 5-packs like I mentioned. So sorry for the cut again, guys, but every time I get closer to the cars, my camera just wants to like blurry up and not focus on them. So hopefully we're gonna do this slowly, so I think this is a good enough view of them, so let's continue the review. So he does have a very calm expression with these normal headlights, McQueen that is. We have these put hood buttons down there, which are unprinted, but it's fine. I think it gives the paint job a little bit of a cleaner look. But we do have a simplified version of the 20th anniversary logo, which is also on Doc Hudson, and the other cars from this line. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But man, the metallic red is gorgeous. Like, it doesn't have any graininess to it, like the Thailand stuff. This is pure, like pure red. I really like this. He also has the black outline across the windshield. The eyes are a bit of a darker color than the rest of the body, which, yeah, I kind of wish they did a better job matching it, but it's whatever. It's whatever. We do have the yellow wheels that read Cars 20th Anniversary, so they're directly acknowledging the anniversary with these tires, which is pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of it when I first saw it, but I think over time it kind of grew on me. It's like, oh, it's such a cute detail. I love how they went the extra mile to putting that on the tires. Of course, McQueen, he just has the gold bolt, which has a nice sparkling flame to it. Like, let me see if we can do this. But yeah, inside the bolt, it does have some sparkly paint, which I really like. I think that's really cool. Glad it's not a flat gold. It does have some speckled paint to it. You can see that it's also actually a little bit 3D because it's of a shadow in the background, which I think is really cool. Kind of distinguishes it from the other bolts. Yeah, it's kind of weird to not see 95 inside the bolt though. I almost wondered if he would have looked better with the 95, since I mean that's his thing. The others I get if they don't do 95s, but I feel like for McQueen you kind of have to put the 95 in the bolt. But again, it does make the look a little cleaner. Doesn't clog it up with decals. We do have the gas cap, which is in red for some reason. Interesting to know. And nothing on the top. The spoiler. The back, yeah, this is pretty much like a clean version of McQueen, just like the golden bolts and the 20th anniversary logo on the hood. But man, that metallic red is gorgeous. It is just amazing. And here is the base. These picks are made in China. He does have the toe hooks for made with the working toe hooks to tow him with, which is pretty good. I meant to say the toe holes. I don't know why I said toe hooks, but anyways. 1186 EAA, so the 118th day of 2026 at the EAA factory. Pretty cool. Zoom on out and compare it to some other McQueens. So first off, I do want to compare it to a normal Cosmo McQueen. This is an Italian one, but the new China one version is pretty much the same. Yeah, I would have liked if the yellow wheels were more darker yellow to match the gold bolt. I mean, I get if they couldn't do like the golden wheels, make the wheels golden, even though I think that'd be amazing. But yeah, I would have liked if they maybe tried to do the tires in like a goldish color. Cause yeah, these look like a really ugly yellow. I'm gonna be honest. Now this isn't the first version of Metallic McQueen we've got over the past couple of years. I only have some, but for the 50th anniversary, we got the Racing Red McQueen, which is a pretty cool version of McQueen. You know, it has the Cosmo decals, but it's on the Cars 3 body, which kind of brings it down some notches. If it was on the correct model, like this one here is, I think it would have been really elevated. But yeah, I like both serve their purposes. I do kind of like this one because, again, it's simple, it's clean. But then again, this one has the chrome parts, which I think look cool. Love how the bolts detailed. The wheels don't look as bad. Now, granted, they didn't make the wheels metallic either, but I don't know. At least it look a little bit nicer than these these yellow-ish gold ones. There's that. We got the Disney 100 cars in 2023. Again, this is another good point of comparison because these are kind of similar with being like very minimalistic, no extravagant details, and their gimmick was that they had like one colored part of them that represents them the most. So for McQueen, he got the bolt. Now, interestingly, they did leave the 95 on here on the Disney 100 version, and whereas for this one they chose not to. Very, very interesting to see like what they chose to do, what they chose not to do. I would have been maybe cool with the red 95, kind of like in this color. Because again, it does feel a little empty without it. But again, the Disney 100 version, it made it work. So I feel like they could have maybe added it in to show that he's a little bit more special. He's the main character. So, but again, we are getting that golden McQueen, which is pretty much the same as this, but with inverted colors. So the main body is gold and the bolt is red. So kind of like this one. So I guess they're doing two versions of McQueen to show that he is special. I guess I'm doing it like that, but I don't know. And before we go on the dog, I do want to quickly take a look at Radiator Springs McQueen from this year, because they do have pretty much most identical shades of metallic, being from New China, of course. Yeah, I'm glad they made the rims yellow, because if they left it red, I think it would have been a little too much red, and the bolt would have been a little out of place. So I'm glad they went with yellow wheels for this one. And yeah, that about does it for McQueen. So let's bring out Doc Hudson. I'm gonna try and put this guy up here where I'm falling. And he's hitting Kenji, but I don't really care. But here's Doc Hudson, and this actually might be my favorite release of the year, because my god, he looks amazing. He really does. Now, unfortunately, we never got a metallic Doc for whatever reason. We got him as a mini racer in this Dirt Track Club, his Hudson Hornet form, but as a 155 scale diecast, nothing. So I'm so glad Mattel finally decided to do something with him. They didn't leave him out of this 20th anniversary collection, which I feel like you kind of have to do, because he was the face of Cars 1 and played a major role in Cars 3. So again, I'm really glad they chose him. They did do a Disney 100 of him a couple years ago, but I don't have that version, so this is truly my first special Doc for me. But yeah, he does have the 20th logo, the same logo we saw in McQueen, which is pretty cool. I like how these little paws here, like this bulldog ornament, I think that's what it is. I'm not really sure what that is, but I love how those are all in gold. The eyes are a separate piece. Now, unfortunately, the grill here is not chrome. It's just a plain silver, which is a shame, because I mean, here's a Vietnam duck cut. So they kept the chrome on here. So I think if they transferred the chrome here on this dog, I think this would have been a top tier release. Like, my god, this would have been like extra premium. But yeah, I don't know why they degraded into a silver. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, this is not a cheap gray, but I don't know. I think they should have kept the chrome, but whatever. I do like that it makes his mouth more visible, because with the chrome you didn't really have that. But we do have the taillights, his hood ornament, these nice wheels that says Cars 20th anniversary. These actually look a little better than McQueen's, because for some reason, yeah, this is like really faded. I don't know why, but Doc just looks a little better. Yeah, I don't know why McQueen's wheels are like that. Okay, please don't fall. Yeah, I have to do that. Yeah, I have to do that. Okay, wheel doesn't fall. But again, if it chips, I can get the 5-pack for the release. So not that big a video, but the side panel. Oh my god, this is amazing. Like the gold bold on a metallic blue. Peak, like so peak. Wow. Taking it all in, guys. Taking it all in. Very cool. Unfortunately, we do not have the Hornet logo printed. That's just stuff unpainted, and the stripe that's normally silver is now a part of the gold, which I understand why they didn't do the stripe. It probably would have clashed too much with the lightning bolt, but I would have liked to see the Hudson Hornet logo being colored in, because yeah, this version has it. It says Hornet here. I think that would have been really cool. Again, gives it more of a premium vibe, but I don't know. I think they were a little scared that it would interfere with the bolt, but I mean, I don't think it would. But anyways, we do have the nice bolt, like I mentioned. Nothing on the top. Oh my god, it's very reflective. You can see me there. Blue is really nice. It's like a deep ocean blue. But it did gain some details that the regular dog doesn't have. It's this Hornet truck and Hornet logo. Now, on the original, they do have imprints for it, but they've never added those decals on regular dog until now. They added them on the fabulous Hudson Hornet version, but not just regular dog. So I'm glad that they did that here. I think it made it really cool. Again, the back is now a silver instead of this nice, beautiful chrome, but we still do get the taillights. This side is pretty much the same, and here is the base. Mattel Disney Pixar made in China. 156 EA, so the 115 day at 2026 is the EA factory. So here's made 3 days before McQueen, yet they're in the same 2-pack. Very interesting to know. Of course, they do trademark Hudson Hornet because it is the model he's based off. And yeah, that about does it for Doc Hudson. My god, like these two together, I think it was a good choice to do them in a 2-pack because they really are the face of the franchise. Like, dude, it's cool. I'm just gonna use my hands as a 360 because my turntable is a little dead right now. But my God, they look really, really good. Yeah, probably some of my favorite diecasts from the year, aside from McQueen and Hudson. Honestly, I think these are better than ways to celebrate cars because they look cool. I mean, go ahead. Race to Celebrate is nice. I do like this. But honestly, just seeing these two metallic versions of our beloved characters, it's really, really cool. And if you see the two-pack, grab it. Do not leave it. Grab maybe two. Leave some for the kids and adults, but grab two of these at least. One to open, one to keep in the package because they look amazing. So that about does it for my review of these two. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming content. See you all next time. Until then, this is Joe Quicktire signing off.